Or, you see, every man thinks women are attracted to looks, money, or status. But let me tell you something powerful. Women are magnetically drawn to something far deeper. Or, it's not what you have, it's what you understand. Because when a man truly gets this, he becomes unforgettable. He stops chasing and she starts noticing. Or he stops proving and she starts valuing. What is it? It's emotional strength, the calm confidence of a man who knows his worth. Or emotional strength is one of the most powerful and attractive traits a man can possess. It goes beyond surface level charm or physical appearance. Women may notice looks, but what truly keeps them drawn to a man, what makes them respect, trust, and desire him is the energy he carries, the emotional control he demonstrates, and the calm confidence he exudes in every situation. Emotional strength is not about being emotionless or detached. It's about being composed, grounded, and self-aware. Or it means you don't let external chaos shake your internal peace. You don't react impulsively to challenges, insults, or rejections. Instead, you respond with clarity and self-assurance. A man with emotional strength doesn't try to prove his worth to anyone. He knows who he is, and that quiet certainty becomes magnetic. Women instinctively feel safe around a man who can stay calm under pressure because it signals leadership, maturity, and reliability. Or when he faces difficulties, he doesn't crumble or lash out. He adapts, learns, and moves forward. That resilience is deeply attractive because it shows stability. And stability is something every woman subconsciously seeks in a partner. In contrast, when a man lacks emotional control, he becomes reactive, needy, or defensive. Or he may overthink every message, get jealous easily, or seek constant reassurance. This kind of energy repels rather than attracts, or it signals insecurity and fear, qualities that drain connection. But a man who has mastered his emotions knows his value doesn't depend on someone else's approval, or he doesn't chase validation, he radiates confidence. And that shift in energy changes everything. Emotional strength also builds trust. Or when a woman senses that a man won't break under pressure, that he won't get carried away by anger or anxiety, she feels safe to be vulnerable. She can open up or express her emotions and feel supported, not judged. This creates a deep emotional connection that surface-level attraction can never achieve. To develop emotional strength, a man must practice self-awareness and discipline. It starts with understanding his triggers and learning to pause before reacting. Meditation, journaling, and reflection help him gain control over his emotions rather than letting them control him. He learns to process pain without projecting it, or to respond with reason rather than impulse. Over time, his calm becomes unshakable. Women are drawn to this kind of man because he represents balance. In a world full of emotional chaos, a grounded man becomes a rare and valuable presence. He leads with peace, not pride. He listens more than he argues. He chooses understanding over ego. And because of this, women don't just like him, they trust and respect him. Emotional strength transforms a man from being just another option into someone unforgettable. It's not about being perfect. It's about being centered, confident, and in control of your inner world. That's what truly attracts and keeps a woman's heart. Self-worth is the foundation of true attraction. When a man knows his value, he doesn't chase anyone or beg for validation because he understands that his worth is not determined by external approval. He becomes calm, confident, and composed, qualities that naturally draw people toward him, especially women. A man with high self-worth doesn't need to prove himself. His presence speaks for him. He carries an energy that says, I know who I am, and I don't need to be chosen to feel complete. This quiet confidence is far more powerful than trying to impress or please others. Women are deeply drawn to men who know their value because it creates a sense of security and strength. When a man respects himself, sets healthy boundaries, and refuses to settle for less than he deserves, he sends a strong message. He is a man of standard, not desperation. This energy is magnetic because it reflects emotional maturity and self-respect. A man who chases constantly or sacrifices his dignity to gain attention appears insecure, and insecurity weakens attraction. But when a man operates from self-worth, he no longer competes for love. He allows the right person to to come naturally, and that patience amplifies his appeal. Or self-worth also influences how a man handles rejection and disappointment. Instead of breaking down or taking it personally, he views rejection as redirection. Or he knows that walking away from situations that don't value him is not loss, it's alignment. This mindset creates unshakable inner peace. Or he doesn't need constant reassurance because his confidence comes from within, not from how others treat him. Women sense this strength and feel inspired by it. Or they respect a man who can stand alone and remain happy because it shows independence, purpose, and emotional intelligence. Or a man who values himself also treats others with respect. His self-worth doesn't make him arrogant. It makes him compassionate yet firm. He doesn't tolerate disrespect, nor does he engage in games. He communicates clearly, sets boundaries, and expects honesty, not because he's demanding, but because he knows what he brings to the table. And when a woman encounters a man like this, she feels both challenged and safe. He becomes a mirror that reflects her own value back to her. Or developing self-worth requires self-awareness and healing. It means understanding past wounds, breaking free from people-pleasing habits, and recognizing one's strengths and potential. It's about embracing both flaws and greatness with acceptance. When a man builds his life around his purpose, growth, an inner peace, he radiates a different kind of energy, one that doesn't beg to be noticed but cannot be ignored. In the end, self-worth turns a man from a seeker into a chooser. He no longer waits for approval because he already approves of himself. And that quiet or grounded confidence is what makes him truly magnetic. Women don't just notice him, they respect, admire, and want to stand beside him. True attraction is not built on trying to impress, it's built on understanding. Many men believe they must constantly prove their value through gifts, attention, or words. But women are not seeking perfection, they are seeking connection. A man who focuses on impressing often hides his authentic self, becoming someone he thinks she wants rather than who he truly is. This creates pressure, inconsistency, and emotional distance. But a man who focuses on understanding himself, understanding women, and understanding emotions becomes naturally magnetic. He connects deeply because he listens, observes, and responds with empathy, not ego. When a man understands himself, he knows his values, boundaries, and purpose. He doesn't mold his identity to fit someone else's expectations. This authenticity is powerful because it communicates honesty and stability. Women can sense when a man is grounded in who he is. It feels safe, real, and trustworthy. A man who is genuine doesn't need to act. His calm confidence speaks louder than any performance. He isn't trying to win approval. He's expressing truth. That's why understanding yourself is the first step toward understanding attraction. The second part is understanding women not in a manipulative way, but in a compassionate, intelligent way. It means recognizing that women respond emotionally, that they seek connection, safety, and respect. When a man takes the time to listen without judgment, to communicate clearly, and to show emotional awareness, he creates a bond that is far deeper than physical attraction. Women are drawn to men who get how they feel, who can hold space for their emotions without trying to fix or control them. This kind of emotional intelligence makes a woman feel seen, heard, and valued. A man who understands also knows when to lead and when to let go. He doesn't overanalyze every move. He acts with intention and clarity. He respects her space, honors his own, and allows things to flow naturally. He doesn't force attraction or chase validation because he knows real connection cannot be earned through effort alone, it must grow from mutual understanding and alignment. Trying to impress is rooted in insecurity. Understanding is rooted in wisdom. The man who seeks to impress often overcompensates, fearing that who he is may not be enough. The man who seeks understanding knows that being real is more powerful than being perfect. Women trust authenticity. They are drawn to the energy of someone who listens, empathizes, and leads with heart. Ultimately, attraction built on understanding is lasting. When you stop trying to win someone over and start learning who they truly are and who you are, relationships become natural, peaceful, and fulfilling. Understanding transforms attraction from surface-level interest into deep emotional connection. It's not about saying the right words or making grand gestures. It's about seeing or feeling and connecting at the soul level. That's what truly draws a woman in and keeps her there. Confidence is one of the most powerful traits a man can possess. And true confidence is always quiet. It doesn't need to shout, prove, or demand attention. It is felt in the way a man carries himself, speaks, and responds to life. Women are deeply drawn to men whose confidence comes from inner peace, not external validation. This kind of confidence is not about arrogance or showing off, it's about being comfortable with who you are, even when no one is watching. In contrast, insecurity is loud. It tries too hard to be seen, constantly seeks approval, and reacts emotionally to every challenge or rejection. And that energy is instantly noticeable and unattractive. A confident man doesn't need to explain himself or compete for attention. He knows his value and stands firm in it. When a situation tests him, he remains calm and composed, he doesn't overreact, argue, or try to control outcomes because he trusts his own judgment. That calm presence speaks louder than any words could. Women feel safe around such a man because his steadiness creates stability. They see him as a leader, someone who can handle pressure and face challenges with clarity and strength. Insecurity, on the other hand, reveals itself in overcompensation, talking too much, boasting, or needing constant reassurance or reacting defensively. A man who is unsure of himself may try to dominate conversations, prove his worth, or become jealous and controlling. These behaviors come from fear, the fear of not being enough. But women can sense that fear instantly, and it creates emotional distance. Attraction fades when a man's energy feels desperate or unstable. True confidence also allows a man to be vulnerable without losing strength. He can admit mistakes or express feelings and communicate openly because he's not afraid of being judged. He knows that showing authenticity doesn't make him weak, it makes him real. This balance of strength and humility is deeply attractive. It shows maturity, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. Another sign of quiet confidence is the ability to walk away from what doesn't serve you. A confident man doesn't chase things that drain his energy or disrespect his boundaries. He knows his worth and is willing to wait for what aligns with it. This self-control communicates power. Women respect and admire a man who doesn't compromise his dignity for attention. Confidence is built through self-respect, discipline, and consistency. It grows when a man keeps promises to himself, faces fears, and learns from failure. Over time, he becomes unshakable because he no longer needs the world to validate him, his peace comes from within. When a woman encounters a man with this quiet confidence, she feels both admiration and attraction, his presence commands attention without asking for it. He doesn't need to speak loudly because his energy already does. That is the kind of confidence that inspires trust, respect, and lasting desire, the kind that makes a man truly unforgettable. You attract what you believe you deserve. This truth shapes every relationship and experience in life. A man's mindset determines the kind of people and energy he draws toward him. When a man truly believes he is worthy of love, respect, and peace, he naturally sets higher standards. He doesn't tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or inconsistency because his self-image won't allow it. But when a man doubts his worth, he accepts less, chases what's not meant for him, and stays stuck in unhealthy situations, hoping they will change, the energy you project is the energy you attract. And it all begins with your beliefs. If you believe you deserve genuine love, you won't settle for attention that comes and goes. You will wait for alignment instead of begging for acceptance. You will walk away from games because you know your peace matters more than temporary validation. Women are drawn to men who carry this quiet confidence, men who don't need to chase because their energy already commands respect. A strong belief in self-worth changes how you speak, act, and make decisions. It shows up in your body language, your tone, and the boundaries you set. You begin to attract people who match that vibration, who value you because you value yourself. On the other hand, if you constantly fear losing love or being abandoned, you will attract situations that test that fear. You'll find yourself overgiving, overthinking, and staying where you're not appreciated. Life mirrors what you believe, or that's why shifting your mindset is so powerful. When you raise your standards, your reality shifts to meet them. You start choosing peace over chaos, respect over attention, awe and purpose over distraction. A man who knows he deserves the best doesn't wait for others to treat him right. He leads by example. He shows up with integrity, discipline, awe, and strength. He doesn't play games or tolerate inconsistency. His energy says, I know my worth. And people respond to that. Or women feel safe around such a man because he is grounded and intentional. His belief in his own value inspires them to respect him even more. Or this principle also applies to personal growth. If you believe you deserve success, you'll pursue opportunities that align with your potential. You'll invest in yourself or protect your time and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Every choice you make reflects how you see yourself. That's why mindset is magnetic, or it silently attracts experiences that match your level of self-respect. Building this belief requires self-awareness and healing. You must release old patterns or forgive past mistakes and replace doubt with certainty. Remind yourself daily that you are enough, not because of what you achieve, but because of who you are. Or the more you believe in your worth, the more life mirrors that truth. Ultimately, attraction is not luck. It's alignment. You don't get what you wish for, or you get what you believe you deserve. When your belief rises, so does everything around